Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new explainer. Today we're unpacking something that really caught my eye recently. We're looking at how artificial intelligence is quietly, but massively, transforming the manufacturing landscape right here in East Africa. We're basing today's analysis on some really insightful new data and reporting from AI Consultancy Kenya. My goal today is to cut through all the industry noise and give you a clear, structured look at what this technology actually means for quality control and efficiency right on the factory floor. Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. We're going to start with Kenya's manufacturing landscape, then we'll look at the AI advantage, check out a real success story with Zuri Foods, break down the actual cost and timeline, discuss avoiding common AI mistakes, and finally, implementing your AI strategy. We're literally going from macroeconomic national goals straight down to the exact cost in Kenyan shillings for the factory floor.
All right, Section 1, Kenya's manufacturing landscape.
Look, manufacturing is undeniably the backbone of the Kenyan economy. According to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, back in 2020, manufacturing accounted for 10.3% of the country's entire GDP. We're mostly talking about heavy hitters here, like the food processing and textile industries. And that 10.3% isn't just a number. It represents thousands of jobs, livelihoods, and the vital economic engine of the entire region.
But here is the pivotal question for everyone in the industry right now. How does that number reach 15% by 2025? That 15% mark isn't just some random wish. It's actually the specific target set out in the government's Big Four agenda. And let's be real, growing a massive national sector by nearly 50% in just a handful of years is a monumental task.
So, reaching that national goal means overcoming these exact hurdles. We're talking about high energy costs, inadequate infrastructure, and a serious shortage of skilled labor. If you're a plant manager, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you deal with these bottlenecks every single day. I mean, when you're fighting high energy costs just to keep the lights on, you simply cannot afford inefficiencies on the line. And that is exactly why adopting innovative tech is no longer just optional if manufacturers want to hit those big growth targets and stay competitive.
Moving right along. Section 2, the AI advantage.
So the crucial point is understanding exactly what these tools actually do. Take computer vision, for example. Basically, it's an AI technology that inspects products right on the production line, detecting defects and anomalies in real time. You can kind of think of it as an automated, tireless set of eyes for your quality control. It doesn't blink, it doesn't get tired at the end of a long 12-hour shift, and it easily catches minute errors that human eyes might just miss. Then we have predictive maintenance. Now, this is an AI technology that predicts when equipment is likely to fail, which significantly reduces downtime and increases your productivity. So, instead of running a machine until a belt snaps or a motor burns out, which halts your entire line for hours or even days, this AI shifts your whole strategy. You go from reacting to broken machines to proactively fixing them before they ever cause costly downtime. And the impact of these technologies, it's not just marginal. Based on the data from AI Consultancy Kenya, we're seeing defect rates reduced by up to 30%, downtime reduced by a staggering 50%, and overall productivity increased by up to 25%. I mean, wow, these aren't just tiny incremental tweaks. These are massive operational shifts that fundamentally change a factory's profit margins.
Okay, Section 3, success story, Zuri Foods.
Let's look at a real-world example here in Nairobi.
Zuri Foods is a leading food processor, and they've faced a struggle that is probably very relatable to a lot of you. A really high volume of defective products coming off the line. And obviously, in food processing, defects don't just mean wasted raw materials. They severely affect customer satisfaction and directly hit your revenue. They needed a reliable solution, so they partnered with AI Consultancy Kenya to bring computer vision into their operations.
And this brilliantly illustrates the power of targeted AI. Check out this number, a 25% reduction in defect rates. But honestly, what's even more impressive than that percentage is the time frame. They did this in just 3 months. That is a rapid stabilization of what was a bleeding quality control issue.
You really see the compounding business value of getting this right in this quote from the Zuri Foods CEO. They said, "The AI solution has not only improved our product quality, but has also increased our productivity and reduced costs." It makes perfect sense, right? When you fix quality control, you're spending way less time reworking defects, which organically boosts your productivity and ultimately lowers your overall cost per unit. It's like a beautiful domino effect.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. Section 4, the cost and timeline. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the actual numbers. People so often assume AI is this distant, totally unaffordable sci-fi concept reserved for billionaires. But based on the data from AI Consultancy Kenya, it's actually super accessible. Computer vision ranges from 500,000 to 1 million Kenyan shillings, taking about 3 to 6 months to deploy. Predictive maintenance sits between 200,000 and 500,000 shillings, taking 2 to 4 months. And quality control software, that can be implemented for 100,000 to 300,000 shillings in a really rapid 1 to 3 months. This proves for sure that these tools are absolutely realistic investments for mid-sized manufacturers today.
Moving on to Section 5, Avoiding Common AI Mistakes.
Now for a quick reality check, because not every tech project succeeds, right? Here are 5 common pitfalls Kenyan manufacturers tend to run into. First, a lack of clear goals. You really have to know exactly what business problem you're trying to solve. Second, inadequate data. AI needs good data to learn, so garbage in means garbage out. Third, insufficient staff training. Your team on the floor absolutely has to know how to interact with the new system. Fourth, inadequate maintenance, because AI models need to be updated and monitored just like physical machines do. And finally, not monitoring results. If you aren't tracking your return on investment, you're just flying blind. Proper planning and data quality are absolutely paramount.
Almost at the finish line here. Section 6, Implementing Your AI Strategy. Let's move to and see how this builds into an actionable blueprint for your own factory floor. Step 1. Assess your current process. Go walk your line, talk to your QC staff, and find those exact bottlenecks. Step 2. Choose an AI solution and a consultant who truly understands the local context. Step 3. Work with the experts to train and deploy the model using your own factory's data. And Step 4. Monitor and evaluate the results rigorously so you can just keep refining your operations.
So that brings us to our final slide and a provocative question I really want to leave you with today. Is your production line ready for the future? The data is crystal clear, the costs are accessible, and honestly, your competitors are probably already looking at these tools. I highly encourage you to look at your own operations this week and just think about how these specific AI solutions could transform your business. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this focused look at the data leaves you eager to learn more. Catch you next time.